Hello and welcome everyone to another puzzle challenge video with chessuniversity.com. This is Ryan Murphy, and since we're all in the weekend across the world, we're moving on to our advanced puzzles for the week. So these ones are aimed at players, I would say, around 2,000, maybe a bit under, but everyone, of course, is encouraged to try to solve them. This one comes from a game we've actually already visited before, though we haven't reached this part of the end game yet. That's why it's a new position. So it's black to play and win, and try to find the best line, the way that should end the game the fastest. There's a lot of moves that are obviously very good for black. Black has this nice pin on the b file. The a pawn is hanging, so like black is doing very well even if they don't find the best move. So in a practical blitz game, as this one was, black is expected to have very good winning chances regardless. But black, like I said, is winning with one move, and it's very, very clear if you find it. So hopefully you guys can find that solution. This game, as I mentioned, we've talked about before. This is the game Vu against Zhang, played in one of the previous iterations of Chess.com's PNWCC online blitz tournaments. And Jeffrey did win the game. I mean, he's super grandmaster, so that's kind of expected. But White put up a pretty good fight in this game. I mean, it lasted a long time. There were many different phases of the game. White had some chances. It was a very interesting game. But in any case, let's rewind to the point we left off in this game, and we'll see how we got to this point in the end game. So rewinding here, and if you guys remember from, I believe it was last week, the last puzzle we looked at last week, after queen takes d3, there was a puzzle with white to move, where white could have gone for a queen trap, either with queen e1 or queen c1. This is where we left off the position. Instead, white took the queen on d3, and then black was doing pretty well. We see the transition of the structure on the queen side. f6 undermining the center pawn. And black now has a good center, plus the a5 pawn is weak, as we probably noted at the beginning. The bishop on d5 is very strong, as is the pawn on b5. So both sides have a passed pawn, but it's difficult for white to support the a5 pawn based on how the pieces are placed, right? There's no rook a4, because the pawn on b5 takes that square away. And while the knight and rook attack the pawn on b5, the bishop's doing a very good job anchoring the pawn, and otherwise the black pawn structure prevents the knight from hopping around, right? There's no knight c6, for example. Knight f5 is out of the question. Knight e6. So these pawns do a very good job of limiting the knight. And if this pawn keeps pushing, it's going to be very easy to pick off, right? Like black's just going to be able to coordinate the two rooks and take the pawn. So white's in a tough spot. And after e5, knight takes b5, we reach our position at the beginning of the video. So once again, I'll prompt you guys to try to solve this one and post your official solution on the chessuniversity.com website. I'll put the link in the description for that, and if you post within the next 24 hours from when this goes up on YouTube or on the website, you can get rewards points on the website in your account. So check it out. Hope you guys solved it, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.